Lately, we've been exploring the geometry of motion in class, and we're going to continue that tonight. Tonight, we're going to look at how moving in a circle can be used to our advantage within many of our techniques. So we're going to start with reversing Mace, which is off a left step through, and as he punches, I move up the circle, and you'll notice I'm turning my defense into an offense. Some people like to perform this technique and just block and then reverse action with our back fist. Some people like to parry and then back fist. There's different variations. What I like to teach, what I want you guys to practice is as he punches, this is a sophisticated basic. My block becomes my punch. It's all built into one. It's one movement that serves two jobs, okay? And there's something very nice that's going on there. If we switch roles, I can illustrate that to you. So if now I'm attacking Justin, I'm not going to have him move just yet. If I'm stepping through to attack, you can see I can reach him. I can actually bury my fist through him if I wanted, but he can't reach me. I have the longer reach here. Now when he moves up the circle, it would seem to many that he's moving away from me, but look at what happened as a result of that movement. It moves him offline of my attack, and it puts him in an optimal position to counterattack. So that's part of the beauty of this lesson, part of the beauty of this technique. Again, he throws a punch, and we can step up the circle, and we can block and strike all in one movement. That's our sophisticated basic. And then back fist, kick, and then cross out. There's the beginning of the lesson, the beginning of the technique. We're not going to look at the extension. Practice that, then we'll come back. We'll look at it in a little bit more detail in a minute. He's throwing his punch, and a lot of people are doing things. It's very common to either step too far, to start almost twisting up your stance. It's a minor adjustment, and notice how, don't move just yet, notice how the whole body is connected. As he's throwing his punch and my body moves, that movement is already, that's the beginning of my, my block and counter punch. It's connected to my body. Now that's not to say that as he's moving, if I need to, I can accelerate this a little faster, should I need to. But if you're quick enough, that movement could very well be enough. And now we expand into our counterattack, okay? And then we were talking about this kick, how it should contour the leg. So you're following this path, the angle that his upper leg dictates. And to make sure you're doing the proper path of travel with your kick, you need to understand where your knee points is where you're going to kick. If my knee is pointed straight here, I'm kicking here. Okay? If I point my knee, if I turn everything over, horizontal, now I'm throwing a roundhouse kick as I extend. So here, I want to point my knee in the direction that complements the angle of his upper leg. So now my knee loops over and it's following that path. What's nice is Justin's wearing perfect pants for me to kind of see the line that I'm traveling down. So I loop it over and I travel right down. And right here, right at the top, okay, of the calf, back of the knee, that's where we're striking. And that's a point of stop. Whenever I'm contouring, if I'm contouring down the leg, okay, if I follow that path, I ultimately reach a point of stop. If he threw a punch and I follow this path, again, he's got nice lines for me to follow, okay, but I can do this with my eyes closed. I can actually track up the arm and I reach a point of stop. If it's a bear hug, I contour up the body. I reach a point of stop and then I can continue on with the rest of our technique. So there's what's going on with that. I'll give you a couple more minutes to work on those finer details. Are there any problems anybody's having? Okay, then I want to show you another technique that's going to use a similar concept of motion, a related concept.